is morning where you are. If it is not morning and it is afternoon or evening, good afternoon or evening, it's morning for me. I had a live stream scheduled for approximately an hour from now, but I really would like to just get this over with because I do have to prepare for a live stream about something else that's more pertinent. This is really more in reaction to a live that was done last night. Vibes Queen, I had addressed things. I left it alone. I deleted my community post where I shared your live, and I just thought we were going to move forward, going our separate ways. But I got sent some information yesterday, and then I went and listened to it for myself. Yes, I did. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. So, first, I want to ask people, I really, really appreciate you all looking out for me, but please, after today, actually starting today, not even after today, please don't send me any more links to lives or community walls or anything that this woman has said about me unless it's something that's going to create problems for my personal life or my business. Please, I don't want it because being lied on and false accused is a trigger for me, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to exercise the restraint I need not to respond much of the time. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to do that. I just want to leave her alone. I was trying to leave her alone. I'm just going to address the things, then I'm going to hop off. All of the things in this live stream I'm talking about aren't lies. Some of them are hypocritical behavior. Others are lies. I will indicate which ones are which. So I listened to the live stream she made yesterday. And let me make this clear. I don't take umbrage with the fact that she made a live stream because she has every right to address her castle residents and clarify things. She has every right to, even to mention me. She can mention me. She should not lie on me, however, when she's talking to her castle residents. And that's my issue. Not her explaining her point of view or her perspective, but lying and misconstruing. That's the issue. That shouldn't happen. So, first, in pure victim mode, so people can feel sorry for her, said, she made 2 live streams about me and all this kind of stuff. No, let's be clear. I made 1 live stream first that was under 20 minutes. That was after my attempts to reach out to you like an adult failed, and after you made a community wall post that you admit in this live stream and in the other was about me, right? So I made that. The second live stream I made, since you're acting like I made all these live streams, hi, Anastasia. And just in future reference, yes, you're first. I'm going to try to ignore the chat just so I can look at my notes. But after I finish, I'll look at the chat and address you all. The second live stream I made was direct response to the live stream you made that same night about me. Remember? Let's not act like I just made it out of nowhere. I made it because I had listened to your live stream. Actually, listen to your live stream. I listened to minutes, I can't remember first. I made a community post about minutes 1 through I think 4, and then I made a live stream about minutes 6 through 11. I still never listened to minutes 12 through 43 or whatever of your live stream. So for God, all I know, you said a whole bunch of stuff about me that I should have responded to. But I was trying to leave it alone because, again, I don't like how you handled this, but I didn't have a problem with you. So I was trying to leave it alone. So I didn't go listen to the rest of it, which could have very well prompted another live stream. So let's not play victim because of the fact that lives are made. Number 2, I never called you out of your name. I said that you were behaving in an immature manner, which is true. I said that you were emotionally unstable, which is true. That's not calling you out of your name, but you're calling me weirdo. Cool. Weirdo doesn't hurt me. Prince talked about being a weirdo. Almost all the best people I know are weirdos. But that, again, for you to quickly to go to insults shows that that's already what you thought. Was I a weirdo when you got $486 of cash apps over the last 11 months? Was I a weirdo when I was defending you against your ex and getting put in drama for it to the point where he had to be part of a harassment lawsuit that I had because of my affiliation with you? Was I a weirdo then? Were you put in money? Were you paying toward the $10,000 retainer for the harassment? No, you were not. You paid not a dime. Next. Hi, Tips. No one's typing because they don't, I don't know, it's early in the morning. I'm not going to make any presumptions. Okay, the next point. You said your husband pays your phone bill, so you can't be rushed to respond to anyone. That is absolutely true. But you know what else is true? My husband pays my phone bill. And you have rushed me on more than one occasion for when you want a response to you. So other people are supposed to wait forever for a response from you, but you expect responses right away when you want it. When you don't get a response as quickly as you want it, you can kind of keep messaging people. You can even have your moderator, when you tell people don't reach out to your moderators to pass messages to you, but you can even have your moderator, remember, reach out to people and say, hey, you're trying to contact them. I have examples. One, the book drawings. I'm not a mind reader, and I have no idea that when you do something, you immediately want the people to get it that, like, it's that same night or whatever, within 5 hours or whatever. To me, if they get it the next day or whatever, or within 48 hours, I think I even said that in that live stream, that was suitable. But you wanted people to get it right away because you said you don't want people putting down the castle name, that you don't deliver what you're supposed to do, and this and the other. So you messaged me and bothered me when I was busy with my family and taking care of the business, to where I had to stop what I was doing, inconvenience myself, and go through the process of, because it's a process when you go into Amazon and you pay for a book and you send it a gift and you put in the email address to the 5 winners or whatever. Again, I had volunteered to do it and I was happy to do it, but I wasn't expecting to do it on your timetable. But I did it because you acted like it was so insistent. So you acting like I'm expecting something from you that's so difficult when you had already read the messages. So I wasn't asking you to stop doing anything. If you're already in Instagram reading the message, it takes a second to say, I'm busy, can't talk, or just answer the word no. So don't act like I'm asking you to do something you didn't want to do. But another example, the Mother's Day thing, right? Those of us who had promised to try to help sponsor some of the drawings, the gifts, you wanted the money at a certain point when you wanted it, so you could plan, I guess, the activities or whatever. So it didn't matter if people were inconvenienced; they had to hurry up and send it when you were ready. Another example, the thumbnail for the intimate partner violence or abuse and trauma live stream. You wanted to do it in a certain amount of time, so you wanted info right away. So you reached out. So again, because your husband pays your phone bill, you can draw things out forever and ever, but other people are expected to hop when you say how high, right? That's hypocritical. Another point. Let's flip to the next page. You said something in the live stream about me saying something about how Golden said she was upset and this and the other. Please don't lie. I said that I reached out to Golden, who is your moderator, because she's your friend. And I wanted, Rohan, I will try, but right now I need to address this. I reached out to her because she was your friend, and out of respect for you, I wanted to handle this like women. I didn't want to have to go to YouTube like you did. And so I reached out to her for advice on how to do this in a way that would work because of the way you were engaging. Please don't make it seem like I said something about Golden that I didn't. My live stream is still up. Now let's get to your next lie. First, you lied about what I said about Golden. Your next lie is I was blowing your messages up, blowing you up all Friday and Saturday. VQ. Anyone who knows me knows I don't blow folks up. People get mad at me. My best friend gets mad at me. Folks have to chase me down. I am not a person who habitually calls, messages folks. Folks have to wait to hear from me. I don't blow my man up. So let's not say that. Let's talk about what really happened, liar. What happened is you sent me a disappearing message on Friday. It was, and I usually, most people know, and you know, especially, I don't check IG very often, so I don't catch things very well. The only reason I actually caught your message, and I didn't catch it right when you sent it, I don't know, but it was pretty soon, is because I was in IG already getting hit up by multiple people who were sending me the screenshot of your community wall post. You know, where you talk about having the last laugh and all this kind of stuff, and people being a flip-flopper and all that kind of stuff. You know, that post. People were sending it to me because they were concerned about what it meant. So you sent your disappearing message to me around that same time, and so it flipped across the screen. And I could read the first part of what you said. I couldn't read the rest of it because of the fact that you removed it or whatever, again, which is your right. But I wasn't blowing your messages up. I did message you, yes. So keep in mind, if I'm going to send a very long message, I'm autistic. I don't like walls of text. They're hard to read. Now, in YouTube comments and stuff like that, you have no choice because that's the way it's designed. But in text messages and so forth, if you can send one, then send the next one and the next one, it's best for readability purposes. So that's what I like to do. It'll be one message, but I will maybe break it up in 3, which is what I did. But my messages, I would have never messaged you on Friday at all. I messaged you in direct response to what you sent in your disappearing message. I sent you messages, three that were one idea But again, I sent them so there wouldn't be one big wall of text to reassure you about your thing about passing messages. So I was responding directly to you. Don't make it sound like I was just blowing you up. You're lying. Number 4. I'm sorry. I don't know what number this is. I'm going to say next. You lied that you were busy with your family when I messaged you to ask about the post and the live stream you made. You weren't busy with your family. You were up having a tantrum on YouTube, making a live stream. And you read my message almost immediately. You know why? Instagram tells you when it's read. I could see when you read it. So please, you're lying. So it wasn't like, oh, I was so busy, I didn't see her message and I didn't get back to her and then she's acting a fool, she's overreacting. Come on, now don't put that on me. That's not what happened. Rather than respond to the message that you did read. And then so you read the message. And so I have every right, again, as a woman, it's not blowing you up to ask a question to say, hey, is this about me? Could you clarify for me, please? I just would like to know. Not going off on you, not being rude. And I certainly didn't call you. I have all the evidence. So let's if we want to lie, we shouldn't lie when receipts exist. You're the receipt queen, so you should know that. All my life, I know how people do. So I always make sure to look out for me, right? So don't tell people I was blowing up your phone. I don't know if you said I was calling you, but I wasn't. You have never blown me up, and I've never blown you up. Other than, again, you wanting immediate responses in a few different occasions I give examples of. But typically, in the time that we've been in communication on IG, I have not blown you up, harassed you, and you have not blown me up, harassed me. You've sent me some stuff here and there. I've sent you some stuff here and there, but we've both respected each other's time. But let's not act like something was not. You read the message. And then Golden reached out to you. But even in all that time, you still never took the time. So you took the time to read a message. You took the time to make a live stream. You took the time to get a phone call from Golden, or whether you answered it or not. You took the time to again, read my messages, but not respond. And then make community wall posts. You could have the time to do all that. You were supposedly not available or awake, but you were available and awake to do all that. What it was is you just didn't want to respond, which, again, you're an adult. That's your right. But stand on that. Don't be a liar. You know what I mean? So you made passive aggressive YouTube posts that you admit out of your own mouth were about me. I went live. The community wall post was reason enough to go live. Let me turn to the next page. Let's see. I think I'm almost done with this. Let's see. It was only after the Saturday community wall post that I went live. So let's not act like I just jumped to conclusions, she didn't message me back, and I think this is about her, but it's really not. I'm going to go about me, but it's really not. I'm going to go live and start hollering about VQ. No, let's not act like that's not going to happen. I went live when it became clear that you were insisting on bringing everything to YouTube like an immature child, rather than discuss it with me like an adult. So let's call this what it is, VQ. This isn't about me blowing up your phone and you not getting back to me and me misinterpreting something. It is not. And you know that. This is about you being avoidant and childish, being a petulant child, and making private things public. That's what this is about. Because we could have handled this in the back end. You chose not to. You could have just told your castle residents, MGO reached out to me. I read it. I didn't feel like responding, or I didn't feel comfortable, or whatever. And so I made a community wall post where I shaded her and other people. And then she went live on me. You could have just told the truth. And I don't appreciate her going live on me, so we're not cool anymore. But that's not what you did. But let's finish the rest. You said these lies about me, and I am a credible person. I have a history of telling the truth. You do not. You have a history of lying. You lied about the non-disclosure agreement that you had King sign. You lied about getting a background check, because if you got a suitable background check, you would have found the things that you did. You lie, and again, I don't think you lie all the time. Actually, I don't know. You lied on me for no reason last night, so maybe you do lie all the time. But I'm saying I have not personally, I haven't been looking or to catch you in multiple lies. But you know what I mean? I think you lie when you get in a situation that you don't like how it looks, or you don't know how it's going to be, and you want to control the narrative. You can't control life. Another thing is that you said that you have a right to not want to be with people who are sitting with people who try to take your children. You do have that right, but you're a hypocrite, and let me tell you why. You not only sat with Sheena, you expected me to. I was your castle resident. She wasn't. She wasn't paying for membership. And yes, I was paying for the lowest tier. And that's because I don't need the extra tea and all that, so I wasn't paying. I only pay when I'm in a membership for anyone. I always join the lowest tier possible. It's just to show support. It's not because I really want any of the perks, right? But Sheena, until she said something about you, and you fell out with her because of her saying something about you, she was welcome in the council after y'all made amends. You had her on a panel where she used her words, dog walked me, or she overtalked me. She also would go in the chat, her and her classy roses. Sheena tried to take my children, remember? Remember, Sheena was part of the harassment lawsuit. Sheena made allegations of me kidnapping children, trafficking adults across state lines, sexually coercion of an adult for, getting favors. I'm sorry, I can't even talk this morning. Tax evasion, all these kinds of things. I have got children just like you have children. You love your children. Your children are your entire world. My children are my entire world too. I would die for them, literally. I wouldn't hesitate a millisecond. And yet I was supposed to sit there, grin and bear it when you were allowing this person who you knew, it was very clear to you, you knew what this person had done to harm me. But because they hadn't done anything to harm you, it was all right for them to be in the castle, only until they did something to you. So screw, again, and that's fine. So you're okay with sitting with people who could take my children away, but we're supposed to feel, to have loyalty to you to the point where if someone did or said something that potentially take your children away, we shouldn't have any association with them, but you don't pay the same courtesy. So basically it's okay for my children to potentially be taken away. See, I didn't put that responsibility on you. I didn't put that expectation on you. I didn't like her being there, but it's your channel, your rules. So I, had to contend with her being there until she wasn't. So let's stop this. I had a community wall post that I very much liked where I shared your live and responded to it in words the first 4 minutes. I took it down because I wanted to be done with this. I had shared my live streams about you. I took them down. I did not take down the live streams, but I had taken down where I shared them because I was just trying to move forward. I had also asked people not to drag you when people said that they wanted to. But I have people from the castle coming all up in my comments in YouTube live streaming, saying all kinds of stuff about me and attacking me. I'm not saying you sent them. I don't know. But because of me blocking you on IG and withdrawing from the council, ending my membership and unsubscribing, now all of a sudden I'm persona non grata. I explicitly said I don't have a problem with anyone in the castle. I don't blame anyone for this. And that I also haven't had a problem with you until how you handled this thing. I said that I don't want anybody attacking you, et cetera, et cetera. But that same courtesy doesn't go for me. You're approving comments because in YouTube Studio, you have to approve comments. You're approving comments where people are saying, I knew she wasn't real. She an African. And those Africans don't like us Jamaican Americans and African Americans. She think they're better. And you're under it saying, I agree. Yeah, people sent that to me. They sure did. And I went and confirmed it. I looked for myself. So you're approving negative comments about me when I said nothing negative about you. There's all kinds of stuff that people said about you after that situation with your breakup from 2024 to the present. I don't use those nicknames against you. I don't say those things against you, right? So I'm supposed to be, so now all bets are off. Let me make this clear. I haven't had a problem with this woman. I just don't like how she handled this situation. There's other situations she's handled that I didn't like, frankly. But there's no protection plan for people who lie on my name. So anyone if you want to go at this woman, go at it. I'm not sending you there. I'm not asking you to do it. I'm just saying I'm not protecting her anymore. I have explicitly said, please, please, please don't drag her. Don't, I ask that you don't bring anybody from the council into it. But whatever, I'm not going to tell grown folks what not to do, because this is ridiculous. And just for the record, even when I was in the council, I never liked how you handled the situation with Open. I never liked how you did Mel. I didn't like how you handled the situation with Allie. I also don't like how sometimes when you get flustered, you catch an attitude with the people who care about you and help you, who are on your panel, or who support you. You kind of get flustered and raising your voice and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on with you, VQ. I don't know if you're having some kind of psychological situation going on in your personal life. All of us have problems. All of us have issues. I have all kinds of stuff going on with my health in my life. I don't bring that to you all. I don't project and put that on you. You have misdirected anger and emotions. I also don't like, I'm just going to say it, I don't like how you handled the situation with Copper. Copper, whatever she has said about Sonny, or whatever Sonny has said about her, if she wants to go buy a single mother and her children some groceries, I commend that. And so I don't like that you're acting like that was some kind of bad thing to do to someone. I don't think that that's right. And I don't appreciate, and I think Copper was a good mod to you, and I think a good friend. I think y'all had communication, so I don't like how you handled that situation. The thing with Allie, I didn't like how you handled that at all. And then the situation with Troy, you even got upset about Troy when I explained that Rapper One was saying some things, but I explicitly said that Troy did not feel that way, nor did he not endorse it. You got all upset and flustered and stuff like that. You are very reactive. You need to calm down. And I think you have, some people who are good friends to you, not just on YouTube, but off, who care about you and try to advise you. Please listen to those people, because this is not right. And this is not me trying to shade you or anything like this. This is me saying this woman to woman. You've got to slow down, calm down, think things through, and get, and I don't seek counsel instead of just reacting. Everything doesn't have to go to YouTube. Everything doesn't have to be you being a victim. VQ, VQ, VQ. Everybody thinks about me, and you shouldn't be like this. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. You're grown, but I don't see how this is so. Hi, Anastasia. Hi, Rohan. Hi, Tips. Let's see who else is here. Hey, Bishop. Let me see who else is here. Hey, Cop. Well, that one day I never heard back from you. But I'm not doing any more interviews with anyone related to the street sector. I'm done with the street sector for me. It's too much drama for me. Between this Octavia stuff and this, hey, Room Shaker, good to see you. And I feel like I'm missing some people. I think I said hi to Tips, TJ. But I'm not doing any more interviews with anybody who's affiliated with the street sector. The street sector has brought me too much drama. I just don't have the patience and the time. And it's nothing against you at all. Please don't take it that way. So I'm sorry for the way I answered. It is totally not against you at all. Hi, Black Pear. So I would like. I didn't spend 11 months as council resident, several more time that involved because I dislike you. You're human. You have flaws. I have tons of flaws too. But please, don't lie on me. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't misconstrue situations. You could simply say, I didn't feel like responding to her. Because you don't have to. This isn't slavery. No, you don't have to respond to me. I just was asking you because I wanted to know, because I didn't want to make presumptions about anything. But when you made a community wall post, it was extremely clear that I was right. That what I had thought was the case was right. But you're an adult. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You know what I mean? But you could have just stood on it. Or you could have just not mentioned it at all. Like, if you don't want to tell people that, oh, oops, I was being petty, I went to YouTube instead of talking to a human being. You know what I mean? You don't have to associate with anyone that you don't want to. Please stop lying. I will never speak on you again if you just don't lie on me. I had left it alone. But now I'm not. As soon as I'm done with this live stream, I'm going to share it on my wall. And I have the screenshots and the pictures. I keep records. This is nothing against any of y'all, but all my life I've done this because that's what you have to do to protect yourself. So if we want to make this a tit for tat, it won't be. Again, I didn't even listen to the rest of your live stream, which you might have bashed me and slandered me. Again, remember the first thing in the first couple of minutes out of your mouth, you started insulting my mothering skills. So you started, which again, I'm a better mother than almost anybody I've ever met. I'm a damn good mother. But let's just leave this alone, please. You know what I mean? I wish you well. I wish the castle well. I don't have a problem with any of y'all. I'm not going to be there. You know what I mean? Again, I unsubscribed and withdrew my very low tier, membership. And I was planning to let you go along your way. You were doing good with the content. You were doing really good. And people were liking it. You had a solid crew of people who were there, who were watching things. You were making uploads. You had great thumbnails. Go back to what people like. People like your voice. You got a cool voice. People like hearing the way you break things down. People like the content. Stop being an overreactive person who has to take everything to YouTube, and stop seeing boogeymen in the shadows. Everyone's not against you. Was it right what happened to you with your ex? No, you dated a jerk who is a PDF and an abuser that you brought into your home, who blasted your personal business all over the internet. He was wrong. And he was very wrong for that. And I'm sorry that happened to you. And people jumped on the storyline because they're reaction channels, and they went with it, and it went on and on and on for a long period of time. And that was stressful for you. Of course it would be. But everybody is not your enemy. Everybody's not out to get you. Everybody's not doing things to you. Things that happen on YouTube, people can talk about it. You know what I mean? And people can associate with who they want. Even if you don't like the people, as long as they're not bad talking you, passing information back and forth, or harming you in any way, I will never apologize for my association with the people that you quote unquote say I'm sitting with, that you have a problem with. I will never apologize for my association with those people. I've always been associated with them, and I've never hidden that. Copper shouldn't have to apologize for any way that she connects. And a number of your moderators and council residents go in numerous different chats too. People cannot be expected to inherit your beef. I love that phrase that Copper uses. Nor to have to remember who you're cool with today and who you're cool with tomorrow, and avoid those people. Because you'll fall out with someone, and now everybody's supposed to not talk to that person anymore. That's not the way life works. So please, again, if you don't want any more live streams with your names on them, do not lie on me. Again, if you want to mention me, again, like you mentioned me to just give an explanation to your residents, which again was your right. The moment you started lying and playing victim, the moment I strike up a live stream. Yes, Alicia, this is, or Alicia, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's absolutely a pattern. So I want you to win and be successful and do your thing as a human being. So let's stop this because I have stamina like no other. Okay? I am done. Because I have to later prepare for a live stream when Ghetto CPA is ready, because I would love to clear my name. And if anyone here is interested, Octavius Prime and Kiki Prime, but this is about Octavius, so I won't even go there about Kiki Prime. Because of the fact that Octavius went on Lemon's channel and lied about me calling him and blowing him up all the time and sending him money. When I posted on my community wall, which is still there, the proof that he's a liar, and it was him harassing me and messaging me for months. He got mad, and so now he's attacking my nonprofit organization and saying that he's going to report it to the IRS, which I want him to. That would be hilarious. So because he doesn't know how to read 990, he's slandering my organization, Advocacy Without Borders. He put the name all in his title and all this kind of stuff. He's slandering my organization and saying it's a scam and I'm committing fraud. I'm going to debunk it because he doesn't know how to read 990 reports. I'm looking forward to doing that. Like really looking forward to it. It'll be fun. So if you're here, you're interested, you're welcome to come to that. I don't know when it will be held because I haven't heard back from Ghetto about his availability. But other than that, once that's done, I'm taking a break from this sector in general and possibly YouTube. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just tired. I like to live a peaceful, drama-free life, and I don't like people dragging me into this foolishness. So thank you, everyone, for your support, for being here, for listening. You're free to share this out if you want to. You don't have to. I know that a lot of people are uncomfortable with me now because they feel like I don't know if it's gonna. If I'm persona non grata. So if they're affiliated with the castle, they feel like they have to keep their distance. That sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be me. I'm always gonna be me, and I'm always gonna love me. So, thank you. Have a great day. I'm gonna end this live stream. Goodbye.